Good morning, guys. So this morning I woke up and for some reason it was on my heart that I needed to share this with you guys. I woke up singing a really random song as well that kind of tied in with what I'm going to be talking about today. So as you could probably tell by the tone of my voice, this is not going to necessarily be Lisa's in a happy-go-lucky mood, whatever. This is going to be emotional. This is probably, I don't know. I might laugh, I might cry, I might not. But I really want you guys to go into this video with an open heart and with an open mind. Know that it's going to be personal, but bear with me. Know that it's going to be long. So like I said, bear with me. So last week I was at work and we had a guest that my friend was talking to, and he didn't know where something was located, so he asked me. And, I showed the guest where it was and everything, and I was just like, oh, hi, said person's name, because I'm on a first name basis with this person. And he's like, oh, wait, you two know each other? And I'm like, we had a moment back in the toy department about 2 years ago, and he asked me later on, like, what had happened, and I told him, I said, she came up to me and said, I don't know why, but God is laying it on my heart to tell you that whatever it is you're going through right now, that it's going to be okay. And this was the first interaction that I had had with this guest. And I instantly started crying because something did happen that day. And it was so heavy on my heart. And then I just started crying. And so then the guest and I started talking. We had very similar backgrounds from like growing up and stuff. And so now every time that I see her, I'm always like, hi, insert name here. And she's just one of my regulars, and I thoroughly enjoy her company, and I enjoy my friend's company. So, he had asked me, like what had happened, do I remember, whatever. And we started talking, and I told him about my 2 suicide attempts, and he just stopped. And because we were zoning at the time, and he just stopped and he looked at me, and I quote what I said to him. I said, well, I figured if God hasn't given up on me yet, then neither should I. And he just kind of like stood back a little bit, and he came up to me and he hugged me, and he goes, oh, Lisa, so many layers. And I'm like, I don't know why you're hugging me, but thank you. And him and I got to talking. I'm not going to talk about what that is. I'm going to go back to what I said. God hasn't given up on me, so why should I? Guys, I've been going through a lot mentally and spiritually and very much physically. My weight has been an ongoing issue for years. We have been struggling with a lot of stuff in my house. For the most part, we're doing quite well. After this hurricane, we, like I said in my video yesterday, we never lost internet, we never lost power, and all that's fine. We didn't have anything done to our house. But it's been a very hard few months. I have been questioning things like crazy. I have been eating myself into a bunch of poop. I am finding myself not being as happy as I used to be. And the second that I said, God hasn't given up on me yet, so why should I? That stuck with me and still is sticking with me in a very weird way. September is super hard on our family. And I know that my grandmothers would hate to see me like this. They would tell me to pick myself up and try again. And I remember Chelsea, my friend Chelsea, telling me You know, everybody falls down. But it's up to you to choose to say how long you're down. And whenever you get back up, you're going to run further. Like each time, you're going to run a little bit farther. And I'm like, okay, that's true. But if God hasn't given up on me yet, then why should I? Why should I? Why should I just eat myself into a crazy sugar, oblivion here where it's like all I do is just eat? People say that everybody has their own thing. Some people smoke, some people do drugs, some people drink to ease their pain or their stress. I apparently go for the straight up basic Hershey's chocolate bar or Reese cups, or lately in my case, Little Debbie's. I don't really exercise that much anymore. I own so many exercise DVDs. I am on YouTube. I know how to do yoga. I have a gym membership, and here I am completely feeling like I'm destroying my body. We hadn't ate fast food for like 2 or 3 weeks. And I noticed that my stomach was doing so well. I wasn't having this sharp, excruciating pain that I get like right under my boobs. And yesterday, all of a sudden, that pain appeared because I had eaten a cheeseburger from a fast food place. And I'm like, okay, so we'll just continue to cut that out because that pain is not any fun. And it made me really think, I really want to start exercising again. I really want to, now, especially now that the weather's getting cooler out a little bit. And I say a little bit because like, it's not 95 degrees. It's like 85. It'll be great whenever it's 75 and I can open up my windows and everything. Oh, so looking forward to fall. Anyways. But like, I want to get back into that. I need to make me a priority, not only my physical health, but also my mental health. I don't like being agitated, and lately that's all I have been. Like, I yelled at Jimmy the other day because he was chewing his chips too loud. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I've been super stressed. And it's because I've given up on myself. So I don't want to give up on me. I really don't. I know that they say that we are our own worst critics. We are. But I have honestly reached this point where I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I have been mentally and physically and emotionally drained for the past 5 months or so, and it's been hard. And I do a very good job of not necessarily covering it and not faking it, but I have my good days and I have my bad days. Just like we all do. We all have those days. We all have those moments. But you know what's really great is the fact that I have a husband who continually tries to build me up and wants to see me happy and tries his best to make me happy. I also have friends that have been huge inspirations in my life lately. My friend, oh my gosh, Casey, I'm so sorry. You've told me how to pronounce your name so many times and I forget every single time. The girl is an inspiration. I swear, it looks like she lost like 50 pounds. And it's because she decided to make herself a priority. And the second that she decided that she was sick and tired of being sick and tired, she did something about it. And then there's Melinda, who she's been my best friend since I was 13. what an inspiration she is, you know? I don't know how she does it. I really don't. I don't know how either one of them do it. My biggest downfall with me, and I will be the first one to admit this, is that I'm like, oh yeah, I want to change my life. But then one thing will happen and then I'm like, no, I'm complacent. I'm good right here, right where I'm at. And I think it's time for me to finally throw away these excuses. Because I'm 34 years old and I feel like that I have the body of like a 60-year-old. I feel like I have the body of like my dad, where he just kind of like walks around and is just kind of there. Because I feel like that's how my dad sees himself, unfortunately. But like whenever he stands up, I remember even growing up, he would always be like, oh, it sucks getting old. And I honestly, like he used to say, oh, my body's like cereal. It goes snap, crackle, and pop. I never thought that I would ever say that. But there are some days whenever I get up and my body's like snap, crackling, and popping. And I'm like, dang, he was right. Like, what in the world? So, like, I get it. But I don't want to be like that. I don't want to do that anymore. So what do I do? What are my next steps that I need to take? So I have reached out for help at work, and that's good. And that is going to help me tremendously. Jimmy and I are making the appropriate things here that are needing to be done. And I bought a table yesterday at work that needs to be put in my room. And as you guys remembered from last week, I said I was gonna haul out my room while Hurricane Norm came through and canceled all that. So today, I'm going to do that. I'm going to haul out my room and I'm going to finally just break down and make a spot where I can do my yoga and my meditation and have a little workout area in my bedroom just for me. I'm going to look and see if I can make something for my wall, like an inspirational quote thing, maybe paint something on a canvas, because I'm taking everything down. Everything's coming out here and I'm going to do it. So I feel like I need to prepare myself for the changes that I want to make. So that involves just cleaning, getting everything out, getting rid of stuff, just hauling everything out and just doing this. I know today is my day off and I'm so thankful for that because it was unexpected. But mentally, I needed this today. So I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to finally start making me a priority because God hasn't given up on me and neither should I, which is what I clearly have been doing. So if you guys are still watching this, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But please don't give up on yourself. There is plenty of people that will talk to you. I'm here. I'm on Snapchat. I am most places. Feel free to message me. I will be more than happy to talk to you. There's prevention hotlines, so don't give up on yourself, your friends and your family. I love you. There's people that will be more than happy to talk to you and not judge you. And I know that that is always a fear of mine, is that people are going to judge me. And I'm getting to the point where I don't care anymore. It's time for me to make me a priority and to make my life and my family a priority. And I've disregarded that for far too long. So here I go. I'm scared, but I'm also kind of excited. I'm more scared, but sometimes you just have to take that leap of faith. And that's what I'm going to be leaning on. And I hope that you guys understand. I'm probably gonna like go into my little hermit crab area and just, isolate myself for a little while. But just know that I'm here and that things are gonna be okay. I refuse to give up on me. I just refuse. I hope you guys it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be all right. It has to be. Okay, I'm going now. Okay, for real. This is just getting awkward. You guys are just watching me cry now. You guys went real? There's my tears right there. Okay. Bye, guys.